being that I'm the official political correspondent of this organization, I'm sort of boxed in to speak about politics. And I don't want to speak about politics tonight, but not the any specific events that are happening or acts or legislation. I just want to speak about the overall tone of the politics, of the discourse in politics that we have nowadays. And again, I'm apolitical here. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care. I'm not trying to promote any side or anything. I just want to talk about the political world in general and what the Jewish outlook would be on such a case. So we have a president who you probably would say that he could work on his midos a little bit. The New York Times the paper edition, back in October, had over 2 full pages. So that's the whole spread, if you take out the whole paper. 329 people, places, and things that Donald Trump insulted on Twitter. So it was in writing. And if you go through them, he starts to pile up statistics. So his favorite way to disparage somebody was failing. That he used 66 times. 37 times he called somebody a lightweight, 36 times dishonest, 33 times dumb or dummy, 31 times bad and sad, were both 31 times with exclamation points, 29 times dope, 27 times weak, 27 times liar, 25 times loser, 22 times the worst, 21 times boring, 16 times incompetent.
How many times huge?
You get in the point.
Disaster.
So here we have, this is the leader of the country who doesn't seem to be a little loose with the way he talks about other people, places, and things. So sounds like a lot of people dislike this. A lot of people, his opponents, a lot of people on the left feel that he just has a big mouth and he doesn't seem to be kind and he seems to be insulting. But then what do they call him? They've called him a melting hunk of uninformed apricot jello, a big hairy orange villain, a screaming carrot demon, a sociopathic 70-year-old toddler, a xenophobic sweet potato, and a tax-cheating, investor-swindling, worker-shafting, dictator-loving, pathologically lying, philandering, narcissistic serial con artist.
But I want to just say one thing. But on the Memorial Day for the Holocaust, he spoke so eloquently, with so much feeling, with so much for the people of Israel, for the atrocities, that whatever they say about him doesn't matter anymore.
I think that was Jared Kushner who did that. That was Jared.
But he spoke the words. Nobody, no other leader did it.
So what we have here is an environment, an atmosphere of insults being hurled at each other, and just overall a lack of respect for each other. Now, how would the Torah view this activity? And don't think it doesn't affect us, because we live in this world, we live in this environment, and if our president's calling people losers and incompetent, boring, and idiots and dummies, and the other side's making fun of our president, we get affected. So what is how would the Torah look at these things? Well, we're in a period now of Sefiras, and the Gemara says that the reason we have some customs to mourn, which is we don't listen to music, and then let their hair grow, there are no weddings during Sefiras. The reason is because thousands of years ago, 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva died, and the Gemara says very simply, Shaloi nagu kavod zeh lezeh. That was it. They just didn't respect each other. They didn't talk each other with the proper respect. So they died. That seems a little harsh, and it has to be looked at with the view of the Mefarshim and things like that. It's not a simple punishment. You don't get death penalty for being rude to somebody. But has a little significance to the CTC here, the actual Gemara that talks about their deaths refers to them not as 24,000 people, but as 12,000 pairs. Gemara says that 12,000 pairs will die. Now, why don't we just say the overall number of 24,000 humans? Why do we say 12,000 pairs? Why are they described that way? And was there any significance that they died during this period of Sefira, of between Pesach and Sukkot? And people explain that it's exactly that point. It's because they were, not only were they friends, they were also chavrusas. They were also study partners. And study partners even demand more respect than just your average friend, because you're engaged in a holy pursuit. You're engaged in studying Torah. You're engaged in understanding the divine law together. So you have to, and it's a friendship that's a friendship plus. It has more than just the standard friendship going through life. It's you're going through life trying to learn Torah together. So the standards were heightened a little bit for these students, and especially during these days when we're preparing for Shavuos, for getting the Torah. So some people explain that the heightened standard and the harsh judgment of death was due to the fact that they were study partners and they didn't respect each other. So overall, I just want to end by saying that whether you're right, whether you're on the right, whether you're on the left, whether you're the president or whether you're the media or whether you're the left or the right, people deserve a certain amount of respect. And there shouldn't be name calling. People shouldn't be categorized as weak and loser, or the other way around. People's appearance shouldn't be made fun of just because, even if they do insult somebody or large classes of humanity, they still don't deserve to have their appearance insulted and their everyday at night be insulted and name calling. And for thousands of years, our tradition and Yiddishkeit has observed mourning for 33 days. We hold ourselves back from certain enjoyments to try and get that lesson in that our friends and our colleagues deserve respect.